how to define your fear. How do you define your fear? That's the question that I want you to leave out of this conversation, out of this thing that I'm sharing on this day, on this very day. You need to define what your fear is. Is it the fear that you are going to stand up and run away from the problem that you have received, or the opportunity for you to become a better person, or you're in a situation where you're going to accept, then you make sure that you face the problem so that you rise? You decide. Remember, this is your life. Remember, me, I'm just somebody who's passing by, trying to open your eyes so that you can be somebody who's better in life, so that you can achieve more than what you have right now. You can become better than what you have right now. That's how life is set. That's how you change the world. That's how you become successful. That's how you become a millionaire. Define your fear. Define your fear. Know what you mean when when your back is down the wall, when you cannot breathe, when you cannot take the next step. Know what you're going to do. Know what your mindset will register, what your culture of your mind will be activated to do after this. It's very important, because you will become a king or you become a slave from those situations. If you don't understand how you feel your thing work, you either become a coward or you become a king. Decide what you want to raise to successful. I have a problem. I don't know how to speak properly. I have a problem. I don't know how to talk to clients. I don't know how to read properly. I don't understand the business terms that you use. I also have a problem. I can't deal with the pressure that I receive sometimes when I'm dealing with clients, or sometimes the pressure that the clients puts on you. I can't deal with it. When it's too much for me, I just panic and I don't know what to say. I have a problem as well. I can't move. Sometimes I freeze. I just stand still and I can't move whenever I'm in a situation where greatness is about to be achieved and it to be in my hands. I just panic. I don't know what happens. I can't help it. So I don't think I'm the right guy for you. I don't think I'm the right guy who can go after this thing. And I don't think I'm the right guy you really need to achieve what you want to achieve in life. Is this not what we say every time whenever we are faced with challenges? Whether we have an option to be, or we're in a situation where we can transform our lives, where we can actually move to a greater situation, where we can be uplifted in abundance to become something better. Is this not our excuses that we give every day? Where does the fear come from though? I don't get it though. Where is that the fear always comes when you're about to do something that changes your life? Let me tell you where the fear comes from. Before I go there, first I want to give you a definition of fear according to me, how I define fear according to the standards of the words. The fear is spelled with the letter F.E.A.R. F.E.A.R, to me, it has two meanings. F.E.A.R can mean forget everything and run. That's the first term for me. Forget everything and run. The second term of fear for me is face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. Those are the only two terms that I see when it comes to fear. I don't know about you. What are the terms you use whenever you are faced with fear? It's up to you. You decide what you want to be. You decide where you want to go, how you want to do it. You decide how come you become with your voice when you're talking to people, when you're about to be in a situation of rising to success. You decide what you want to be. You decide what words you say. You know the words that I say every time whenever I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm being pressured. I just say to myself, don't worry, you got this. Just remind myself what a king I am to the world. Just remind myself what a king I am to the world and any challenges that comes my way, how I can attack it. In that situation, you bring your emotions down and you allow your brain to think. In that situation, you bring all the emotions down and you allow your brain to think. And that's the most important thing you need to do in life. You need to find your terminology of fear, the one you're going to rise. You either decide if you're going to run or rise. You either decide if you're going to rise as a victor or you become a failure. These are all decisions you make every time when you are faced with an opportunity or an option in life. But the worst part about life is that each and every very day of our life, we always have an opportunity where we have to decide where to go next. And you find that 90% of the time, the brain looks for the comfort zone. The comfort zone, I'm talking about the way you don't have to think, where you don't have to do, and you just go with it. That's why 90% of the time, most of you are in a job you don't like. You are doing things that you don't like. You are living in a company that you don't like, the boss you don't like, who talks too much. Not because you want to be there, but you are comfortable with the income that they're giving you there and you feel like that's where you deserve. You can't move. You just want to be stable enough so that you can feed each and every month. You receive money and you feed your children and it's okay and you don't even worry about anything that comes next. Every month you receive money and you're in a comfort zone. You don't even care what happens. As I speak to you right now, I'm an entrepreneur. I do my stuff, I do my hustles each and every day. I don't even know where my next meal is coming from, but I know that each and every end of the day, I have always moved or I've made an opportunity to move to a point where I can receive something. That's what I do each and every day. What do you do? What do you do every day? And what have you achieved? Yeah, I want to be a millionaire. A millionaire doesn't just fall from anywhere. It's somebody who's willing to take the hard risk, the one who's willing to do the impossible when he is pushed against the wall, the one who's willing to rise whenever things don't even seem like it's going anywhere. What is your trigger? What triggers you to success? That's what you have to learn. You have to decide each and every opportunity that comes. You have to learn to decide and take the right opportunity so that you can achieve what you want. And how do you do that? Firstly, you need to change your culture. What am I talking about when I say culture now? I'm speaking some terminologies that are above even the understanding of a human understanding of what people think. A human culture, it's simple. What you feed on every day, your daily habits, everything that you do each and every day, what you do every day, what you focus on, what you taught yourself, what your mind has programmed itself that every day it does that. Let me tell you some typical people, the people that I know that I've met, how their daily habits is like. They wake up every day around 6 o'clock, they bath, they go to work, 8 o'clock, they end work, 8, 9, 10. When the boss is near the office where they are working near, they work very hard, pushing the work. When the boss left, maybe for some meetings or what, they start talking, going Facebooking or going on Twitter, posting some pictures on the office desk, talking about it. They just wake up like that. That's a daily day. They do those things. Then lunchtime comes, they go sit down with their peers or their work colleagues and they start talking about everything that they went through and they just enjoy their life. Then after that, 6 o'clock, time is done. They go home. When they reach home, they are so tired because of how much they've wasted time on either making another man's vision become a reality, or also focusing on other things that doesn't even concern them, or even wasting time on their Facebook, and they move on and everything's set for them and nothing they've achieved at the end of the day. That's how each and everyone's life are like 90% of the people in this world. Let's talk about the millionaires that we know in this world, how their daily days is defined. First thing I need to teach you, if you want to be successful in life, if you want to be successful in life, your culture needs to change to become of a millionaire. And a millionaire doesn't work with time. You are paid out of time. The 8 hours you spend each and every day at your workplace, that's how the boss pays you. You're not being paid. A millionaire or people who are going to achieve a lot in life, they're paid because of their value, the value they offer to the world. That's what they're paid for. So let me tell you, let me make you understand something here. If you wanna be successful, simple. You just have to find your value, and you gotta be good at it, and you gotta give it your all, and also provide. And which brings me to the terminology of culture. Let me leave the culture thing. You comment below if you want me to go deep on the culture, so that I explain you how you can change your culture for success. Because a lot of people are lacking on their culture, and they find themselves doing things that are just crazy, and they don't even develop. So here I'm just here to remind you about what are you going to do when your back is down the wall and you don't know what to do next. What is your next step? What will you do to achieve better things so that you can be successful at the end of the day? What are you going to do? You just have to decide how you define your fear. You just have to decide how your dictionary is written in your vocabulary. 90% of the richest people in this world, they have no in their dictionary. They don't believe that something cannot work. They believe everything that they put their mind to can work, because that's how they've defined their fear. They've defined their fear that they can just say, okay, I'll succeed in this, and it happens. They'll define their fear and they say they'll do this, and it happens. So I wanted you to tell me the definition of fear, your definition of fear, and you tell me the culture that you have. That part I will explain. You just tell me down, comment below if you want to learn about the culture. Just say that I want to learn which culture to follow, so that when I explain it, I'll come straight forward and I just hit and explain better on the culture. And if you want to get it more onto this, I might advise you to go look for the book that is written CEO's Mind by PWM. CEO's Mindset. It's a book that will help you and will teach you about the culture influence of how your culture or how your outgrowth can actually transform, and how you can change your culture. There are ways of changing yourself, of practicing, of changing your mindset, your brain, to actually become a better person. So firstly, you need to learn how to define your fear. How do you define your fear? That's the question that I want you to leave out of this conversation, out of this thing that I'm sharing on this day, on this very day. You need to define what your fear is. Is it the fear that you are going to stand up and run away from the problem that you have received, or the opportunity for you to become a better person, or you're in a situation where you're going to accept, then you make sure that you face the problem so that you rise? You decide. Remember, this is your life. Remember, me, I'm just somebody who's passing by, trying to open your eyes so that you can be somebody who's better in life, so that you can achieve more than what you have right now. You can become better than what you have right now. That's how life is set. That's how you change the world. That's how you become successful. That's how you become a millionaire. Define your fear. Define your fear. Know what you mean when when your back is down the wall, when you cannot breathe, when you cannot take the next step. Know what you're going to do. Know what your mindset will register, what your culture of your mind will be activated to do after this. It's very important, because you will become a king or you become a slave from those situations. If you don't understand how you feel your thing work, you either become a coward or you become a king. Decide what you want to raise to successful. Decide what you want to raise to successful. It's very important. I repeat this. Define your fear. And like I told you, that Fear, it's simple. Fear, it's either you decide to run away from a problem you are in, or you decide to face the situation. 90% of the people run. 90% of the people face the problem. Not even 10% of the people face the problem. That's why they are successful. That's why they are rich. That's why they are where they are right now. It's important you change your culture. It's important you change your mindset. It's important you become a better person you are. Be somebody that your family and the ones who are about to come in your generation or in your family line could be proud of. Be somebody that they could be proud of. Don't be somebody that the world will just say, he was there, what can we say? You can't be like that. Be somebody. Define your fear. And with that, I said thank you. So if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. Leave a comment if you want to learn more about what culture is. And if you want me to maybe send you, because I have a soft copy of the book that I'm talking about, CEO's Mind. And please press subscribe, because I do videos like this every week. There is always a video or 2 videos that I put that always has a message for you. So press subscribe. It's important you do that, because I'm going to transform your life. I know, because that's what I want you to be. I want us to rise. I want to make sure that we rise a generation that is better than the former. The generation that is going to transform this world. The generation that won't be blaming the politics of how the failure we are in our lives. We won't be blaming the government or the politics or what. The generation that transforms the situation. But it takes the first step when you define your fear. When you define your fear, when you're willing to take the steps you take to become a billionaire. It's already on there. I've already posted it. So click on the left, because there's a video. Click on the other side where there's a video about how to become a millionaire, a billionaire in fact. Click on it, or you just click on the other side where we talk about who is speaking in your life, who is transforming your life, who is making you a better person. And click subscribe if you haven't done it already. I believe you have already done it. So thank you very much. We see you on the next video. This is Sam.